Hello, everyone, and welcome to this unusual but still exciting meeting of the Board of Governors of the Hebrew University of Jerusalem. I'm delighted to welcome you on behalf of the university, and I'd like to begin by offering special thanks to lots of people, to the administration and staff, to the faculty and students, to the governors and the other donors. With the combined efforts of all of you this past year in the most challenging, trying times has been one of amazing success, both academically and financially for the school. It's very reassuring to me to know that we can count on this amazing team of people, of all of you, to make things successful going forward. In keeping with our tradition of the last few meetings, recognizing the 100th anniversary of the founding of the Hebrew University, I thought I would go back briefly to what was going on in the world 100 years ago. At this time, in late October of 1920, in the American press, the lead stories were all about the upcoming presidential election happening about a week later after October 25th. The Democratic ticket was led by Governor James Cox of Ohio, and his running mate was the Undersecretary of the Navy, a man named Franklin Delano Roosevelt. On the Republican side, the presidential candidate was Warren G. Harding, the senator from Ohio, senior senator from Ohio, and his running mate, Calvin Coolidge. Not coincidental that the two top-of-the-ticket candidates were both from Ohio, which was a swing state and therefore viewed as a very important area from which to put forward a candidate. The main issue, as reported in the press of the day, was what America's role would be in international affairs going forward, coming off of the horrors of World War I, that great and terrible war. The Democratic platform was very much to be involved with the formation of the League of Nations, the new organization that was going to help govern international affairs. And the Republican ticket, particularly the view of the presidential candidate Warren Harding, was America first, to protect the peace and prosperity of the American people and essentially keep them out of any nasty world affairs. As probably all of you know from history, there has not been a President James Cox. The winner of that election in a landslide was Warren Harding and his America First platform. There's an important and special link of this historical period to the Hebrew University, which is that while this election was going on, the founders, the builders of the Hebrew University in Jerusalem, were busy at work on Mount Scopus putting together the campus of what would become the Hebrew University. And the big concern, since Israel had not yet been founded, was what position the world would take on the hopes and dreams of the Jewish people to have a homeland in Palestine. Fortunately, despite the abstention of the United States, which never did join the League of Nations, under the leadership of other countries, notably Great Britain, France, other European countries, the League of Nations did adopt the position that had been put forward a few years earlier in 1917 with the Balfour Declaration, and in 1922 established formally the British Mandate over Palestine, which eventually evolved into the creation of the State of Israel. So while I'm sure there were difficult times for those people in Palestine on Mount Scopus trying to put together a university, everything did work out well, and thanks to leadership of some countries other than the United States, we do have a State of Israel. We have a flourishing Hebrew University. You will hear over the rest of the meeting today and the meeting tomorrow, and I thank you all for taking the time to be with us. you will hear about some of the amazing achievements that I referred to earlier. I ask that you stay with us for what promises to be some very interesting, fascinating discussion and presentations. And I would close just by saying that much as we've all come to know and love these Zoom conferences, it is my devout hope that in the coming months, this awful virus will subside and that we will be able to travel and that we will have our Board of Governors meeting in Jerusalem in May of 2021. I look forward to seeing you all there in person. Thank you again. Enjoy the rest of the program.